What up, y'all? Mr. Warner. Currently driving mode. Gotta go do some laundry. So this video is a little different. I wanted to talk on a topic that a lot of producers I feel struggle with. I know I struggle with it. But this is a very touchy topic because I went through some years before I even achieved the goal I've set. So the topic for this week is gonna be getting your first placement. Minor or major label. And for me, it was a independent label. I'm gonna start it off by who I got it with, and it was Ben J from New Boys. And how did that came about? How did that come about? No management, no nothing, just me. What you see here, lonely nights in the studio making beats, just like the rest of y'all, and sending them out, hoping I got lucky. So, more of the story, I did get fucking lucky. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, like when I was 16, 17, I probably stashed about 100 beats, 150 beats, and I was using them locally, but I wasn't doing anything like, major. It was more or less like who, what, where, when, and why, how I want to get to them, and a lot of people know what Twitter is. I'm not going to be like slow here, but if you go on Twitter, and I'm going to give you the formula, even though, you got to try it for yourself. This is what worked for me. And I went on Twitter and I searched Send Beats, and I believe this is like April to June. I was consistently going on Twitter, looking up that hashtag Send Beats 2. And what you're gonna get is when you put Send Beats 2 in the search bars, you're gonna get every artist, independently or majorly, calling out producers for beats. That's what you're gonna get, honestly. You get small ones, you get up and comers, 4,000 followers, you get big ones. One of my favorite artist is Young Bird because he does that. But if you go on there and you're religiously searching, you're gonna come across a lot of artists looking for beats. And as a producer, that's what you want right there. That's what you want, honestly. You want to get artists to, I'm gonna say for 2 months straight, religiously every day, going on there sending beats out. I probably sent about, if it was somebody I really wanted to work with, I probably sent about 3 emails, 3 beats a piece. If it was just an up-and-comer, I sent them 1 email, 3 beats a piece. And I did that for 2 months straight. And I'm talking sending about like 10 emails a day type shit. You watch Sizzle, you watch Lex Luger interviews. Shit is real, bro. You gotta send these beats out for real. Halfway through the struggle, a month in, I'm sending beats out. An engineer hits me. He goes exactly word for word. Hey man, I like your stuff. My artists would like to use it. Can you please send the track outs? To me, I'm like, he's not gonna pay me, what the deal is. I did some research on him. He was a West Coast, he was a engineer. So I was like, you know what, I sent them another beat, and I sent them the track outs. And he was like, dope man, I'll keep in touch with you. Probably about 2 months later, the track got finished, and he contacts me back, and he goes, the track is crazy. I'm gonna send you a snippet. Thank you for everything. He sent me that. And we probably emailed 6 to 8 times back and forth before that. So I get the snippet, and it turns out it's Ben J from New Boys. It was a club record. It was a club beat, club record. Dope. Came out nice. Crazy. So from there, I'm like, oh shit, I got a placement with Ben J, right? And I'm like, at that time, I didn't know what he was going to do with it. I thought he was like, he had a movie coming out that time. That's when the School Dance came out. Fast forward a little bit. December, put a link out promoting his new mixtape. I'm like, oh, dope. He put the cover artwork out. I show love. And then he put the production credits and put the track list out. And I'm like, wait a minute, nigga, I'm on there. And like reality sets in. I'm on his mixtape, track number 2. I'm like possibly a single depending on how it leads off, right? So I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Now we getting somewhere, you feel me? And then the beat, I made the beat probably 2 years prior to me sending it to him. It's him in May, and then we're now in December now. So we're talking about 2.5 years before there's a finished product of this beat happening where I got an actual placement. You see what I'm saying? It drops. I'm bumping, I'm checking it out. A lot of other production credits on there. Track number 2, and I'm like, oh shit, this is happening, bro. This is it. Like, nigga, I'm on Ben J, production list, and I'm going crazy. The track was crazy because he had a singer on it. I didn't expect none of that. I was pleased with the track from there. But then the response it got from the mixtape, I was like, oh my God, this is probably the biggest record I ever had out. Like 5,000 downloads on a mixtape. The track, more or less. But that was like the biggest response I ever got, ever, independently. And we're talking, I started at 14, I got my first placement when I was 20. It takes time. These things take time. If you don't watch Ash French, check that. It took 6 years altogether. And I'm telling you, it takes consistency. Oh my God. If I religiously sent beats out for 2 months straight, and that's what I got, obviously I got some other artists on there, but that was probably the biggest one I wanted to take note and let y'all know how it went. my advice would be is just keep going, find your sound. Cause the beat I sent them, it was like a totally like, it was a club record, but it was like a different type of feel. You see what I'm saying? So it was like the least expected record I thought he would choose, but he picked it anyway and he rocked out with it because it was such a new sound. So be unique and stay consistent. Obviously, everybody's gonna say that, but if you just keep sending shit out and creating and sending it out and creating, you're gonna get results. So thank you, Benjay. Thank you, my boy. I want to say his name was Irv or Arv, the engineer that mixed that. And thank you everybody that recorded that record. I was involved with that, man. But if you got any questions or comments and stuff like producer-wise or beatmaker-wise or even film-wise, I'm trying to get more like in tune with showing you guys behind the scenes. Good feedback, very good feedback from my last video. So I thought I'd do another one where I speak on this topic right here, which was a pretty good topic, how I got my first placement. So there's that. But if you got any questions, whether it's producing or videography or photography, I do all three. You know, just drop a comment, drop a comment, you feel me? And I'll get to it. Yep.